So yeah, if I do a video on trying to fit in as a neurotypical, as someone with Aspergers. Ever since knowing that I have Aspergers, and I think I started to mask it when I started high school, and as I picked up when like your Aspergers is noticeable, that like the odds are stacked against you, like living a normal life, it feels like, and trying to fit in and stuff. And I was the sort of person that wanted to try and fit in. So, like, I'm talking from like personal experiences, like, everyone with Asperger's probably has like a different relationship with Asperger's and how they view the condition. But coming from me personally, I've always struggled to accept it. I probably accept it a little bit more now after doing my research into it and stuff, but still, I can't help but think that Asperger's is a negative. That's probably taken a lot of things away from me, and me living a quite a normal, functional, happy life where the odds are kind of stacked against me due to the system, a rigged system, and multiple, just the way our culture's developed since like the modern day culture and stuff. As if you're a bit different, you're kind of treated like a lower class citizen, and that's how I've kind of viewed it. So yeah, I've always, ever since like high school and leaving school, I've tried to avoid the vulnerable adult life, know the life of having extra support, having additional stuff like additional support, additional this, additional that. I'd even probably turn things down like disability benefits. Like, I just didn't want anything to do with it. As I think I can remember a time where I could have had DLA for life, and I had to go to some meeting, but I was like, nah, fuck off. Didn't bother because I just didn't want anything to do with it. Because I've always found going to meetings and all this shit that's to do with my Asperger's as having the system having authority over me, and I just never liked it, and I've never avoided it. Like, I've always avoided it, and I've always tried to live a life with trying to be neurotypical, be normal, try to avoid the vulnerable adult label, the Asperger's label, and the worst label of them all is special needed. I will never fucking accept that label. I refuse to be branded that fucking label. Just anything with the word special in it gets my fucking alarm bells ringing, where I'm not into that, to be honest. But I've probably succeeded in areas of trying to live a functional life, like getting a degree, like I did that mostly on my own. Like, didn't have any support with that at all, really. Didn't The university didn't even know I had anything wrong with me. because I didn't tell them till like halfway through, so I did that on my own pretty much. And other things like paying my bills on time, budgeting. Like I can probably do a lot of things like independently, like, but there's some areas where I've kind of failed at that, I guess. But I feel like the system has pushed me into my current situation, which is supported living, or maybe like the breakdown of relationship with my dad, where I was kind of pushed into it for the sake of having a roof over my head, but that comes with things on top of that where you get support workers, which if I did it my way, I'd probably choose not to have that, as I think I don't really need a lot of it personally. And I think the big thing I've struggled with is employment, where getting a job just does not come natural to me. Like I've never understood the point in going somewhere 8 hours a day, potentially more than that, that'd make me miserable. And as of like getting older, as of being in supported living, I've kind of got to the point where I feel like, what's the point in doing that anyway? What's the point in getting a job? Because I believe if you're going to work, you should be rewarded. And that's not even a thing anymore. So I'm just like, what's the point? The only reason I'd work if that I'm guaranteed to improve my life, like move to a better area, own my own house, have a nice life, but really it's not. You don't get rewarded, and it's just modern day slavery. And when you get your national insurance number, like by the time you turn 16, like a lot of people rush into getting jobs, like working these shitty wage slavey jobs, like working in McDonald's, working in cinemas, working as bar work and Weatherspoons and all that sort of stuff. And I never bothered, like I never understood how you can do full-time education and some people even do full-time work. Like I've never understood that. Like I'd probably drop dead if I did that. But some people, these normies, these neurotypicals, are just built for that. Some people are just built for that. I'm not. Like, I've never understood it personally. And I think a lot of people are waking up to that working a 9 to 5 job is just modern day slavery. Whereas I don't think there's any, don't know what you call it, guilt tripping when people don't work, where they make them feel like shit, saying, "Oh, get off your ass, do a bit of graft. I pay my fucking taxes for you to sit on your ass." And people who are probably jealous because they fucking hate their jobs. And probably the only reason I wanted to get a job, because I think there's a few reasons. One, I thought maybe you get rewarded, but I don't think that's the case. And two, not having that sense of shame and guilt, trying to be normal, trying to fit in, be normal. And another thing is the dating market. When you got Aspergers, probably not for everyone, the odds are stacked against you when with the dating market, because most women don't want anyone that's got something like Aspergers or some sort of different, especially autism, where they're unemployed. And probably a third thing, but it's probably pushing it a bit, where you don't drive. You've kind of got very little to no chance in the fucking dating market. Not saying that it's impossible, but it's probably near impossible. And that's the thing, like, I've got Asperger's, I'm technically unemployed even though I volunteer. I've never had a paid job in my life, but I've volunteered, so I've kind of I'd class it as work personally. And I don't drive because it's just something I've never seen any point in rushing into, because I live in an area where I've probably got one of the best, if not the best, transport systems in the country. And I got a free fucking bus pass, so I've never seen it as anything to rush into. But that's the thing, like, when you got Asperger's, it feels like the odds are stacked against you, and the only thing I've really been good at, or I've been told I've been good at, is being creative. And I made a video about this yesterday, about being creative. And the system is totally against you when it comes to that, where I've got a degree in animation, but it's like, now what? Out of uni, you don't get supported into finding employment to do with your degree. First thing is you end up at the fucking job centre and it's like, oh, we don't have any jobs for animation. We don't have any jobs for illustration. Oh, how about you work for Amazon? Like, work in a warehouse. Oh, here we go. We got a job for fucking B&M bargains or something. How about you do that? Oh, if you don't look for work, we'll stop your universal credit. Like, the odds are against you. Like, you just got no chance and no hope. I'm lucky that I've probably found some sort of escape with that, with claiming PIP and limited capacity universal credit, so I can, to a level, live quite an okay life. Like, I can pay my bills, I can feed myself, I can even do some fun things if I wanted to. And I thought, what's the fucking point in getting a job anymore? Like, the world treats you like shit, the system treats you like shit. What's the fucking point? Nobody gives a fuck about you. Fuck them. I think I've got a good CV, but the system, the employers probably see that as not very good, where you've not had actual formal paid work. But I've got a good CV in my opinion. I've got a degree. I did okay at college. And I've done volunteering. Like, that's a good CV in my opinion. I've probably done a few other things, but the system doesn't class it as, I don't know, formal. I don't know how to put it. But the system's a fucking cunt. Like, I've lost faith with the system. I lost faith with the system quite a bit ago, to be fair. And I've just got to the point where I just don't see the point. Because the odds are stacked against you. Like, I'm not here to people please anymore. I just don't fucking bother. Suck my fucking dick. Like, fuck off. Like, I'm not interested in that. What schools lectured you? Oh, you should wear a suit to get a job at McDonald's. Impressing people, pleasing. It's a load of fucking bollocks. Fucking bullshit. And you certainly don't get rewarded for work anymore, so what's the fucking point? The only reason I'd work if I got rewarded for it. What's in it for me? does it guarantee me a better life? Can I move to a better area, like, I don't know, somewhere tropical, like fucking Hawaii, or some nice part of New Zealand or something, somewhere fucking nice? That's the only reason I'd do it, if it guarantees me a better life. And it doesn't, and I just don't see the fucking point, to be honest with you. But yeah, I think I've got all I need to get off my chest, I think. Might talk more on that at some point, but yeah. Catch you in another video. Goodbye.